From the beginning of time, man has debated capitalism versus communism, order versus chaos, discipline versus freedom.
These are some of the most important choices in human...
Nope, here's the only one that matters. Anyone who's ever contemplated a Secretlab chair knows the choice. For all we know, when Robert Frost was writing about two paths, he was probably talking about Secretlab chairs.
Who was there sitting for 3 hours straight watching Secretlab? Shall I get Leatherette or shall I get PU or shall I get Softweave? Reviews over and over again.
Me, also me. I know you're suffering, but let's make a choice before Secretlab comes up with the 2023. I own both the Softweave 2020 and also the PU Leather 2020. And I also experienced deep anguish when I was trying to decide. Those comments that you write right there, I felt exactly the same way. I mean, yeah, if you're about to drop $500 on a chair for the first time in your life, then yeah, you feel the same way. But so now I've got a bunch of experience, and hopefully this experience is going to help you to be able to choose your chair.
I can't make the final choice for you, but I can ask you to consider
these differences between Softweave and PU. 4 main things:
durability, cleanability, breathability, and comfort. Alright, let's get into it.
First, durability. You want a chair that's going to be able to last years, and honestly, they are all very high in quality, so as long as you maintain your chair well, don't throw it out a window, set it on fire, it should serve you for many good years. But there's a huge but. That PU leather can peel is a known quality of the material, and it's more likely to be a problem if you're living somewhere hot and humid, aka Southeast Asia. Granted, Secretlab does have peel protection, but that's only in Singapore. You'll have no issues if you don't sweat a lot, or you use air conditioning, cause that'll help to keep the chair dry. But if none of the above apply, then well, you should probably go with the Softweave. They do claim that the Neo Hybrid Leatherette is 12 times more durable than regular PU, but this chair literally just came out, so you kind of have to take Secretlab at face value, and yeah. 1 point to how Softweave. Alright, let's now talk cleanability, or maintenance as it were. Dirty little word, nobody wants to talk about it, but if you get a PU leather, then you probably won't have to.
All you have to do is just take one of these right here,
and you're pretty much done. Softweave, on the other hand, the fabric is porous, which is what makes it breathable, but also allows it to collect dust, stains, and odors, which is why I tend to be really careful with Softweave, and I sometimes put a plastic sheet over it. Secretlab does have a fabric cleaner, but can that clean inside? You can vacuum, but I think we can all agree that's a little bit more of a hassle than just wiping the chair down. Okay, next, breathability.
That chair right here is what people will call more breathable.
Breathability basically means how well your chair can let off moisture from your body.
If you were to sit on it with a warm body, the chair is going to breathe more. You will feel cooler, and all your dreams and hopes will come to realization. Okay, back to coolness.
Remember how I told you that Softweave is porous? It lets the water from your body through and cools you down. That sounds great, doesn't it? But wait, where does all the water go?
Inside your chair.
Like, duh. With all the dust, with all the mites, everything that could possibly collect on your chair. So here's my thought.
Do you really want your expensive chair to serve as an overglorified towel?
Well, that's a trade-off that you've got to make yourself. So if that's something you care about or that freaks you out, then you know what to do. People do say that the PU leather is less breathable, and they say that it makes them sweat, but what I can say is that if you are using the chair in an air-conditioned environment,
it does insulate a little bit better compared to the Softweave, and for that reason it can be a little bit more warm. Some people like that, I personally do.
And so here we come to the big one. Comfort.
Best recommendation, actually go and try the chairs for yourself before you decide.
Okay, in all seriousness,
there are a lot of variables that make up comfort. I don't think I can actually hunker down on like any single one of them.
Between Softweave and PU leather, so I don't think one is intrinsically better than the other, but I do think that they feel different. Softweave's texture is kind of rough and kind of soft at the same time, whereas the PU leather, the way that it feels is just kind of soft and plush. Although it should be said that the physical structure of the chair and the materials are the same, both co-cure foam.
A real common misconception that I want to address is that a lot of people, they think that the Softweave Titan is going to be soft. They think it's going to have a dreamy quality. That's unfortunately not true. And the fabric is going to be soft, but it doesn't mean that the chair itself is going to be soft.
Alright, that's settled. And now...
You are about to make the greatest decision in all of human society. Your choice will impact generations to come.
But first, an unpopular opinion.
I happen to like the PU leather more. Doesn't mean that my opinion is more right than yours.
See, if comfort is, as Google says, whatever gives us a sense of ease, then it's a highly individual thing, and it really depends on your individual psychology. So you can't really capture it by hard or soft, breathable or plush. You and I can disagree about what makes which chair more comfortable, and we can both be right. I wasn't going to talk about aesthetic, but the more I thought about it, the more I realized how important a part it plays in the entire experience. For PU, you're going to get a very, very different set of aesthetics as compared to the Softweave. For the PU, you're going to be able to see lots of different varied designs, whereas for the Softweave, not as many, and maybe that's due to technical limitations, but you do have a larger variety of more light colors, as it were, with the Softweave and Softweave Plus range.
A lot of your aesthetics are gonna influence like how you experience the chair, what you think about the chair, and how that's gonna affect your day-to-day life. You don't want to get like a chair that is uninspiring to you, that doesn't really liven up your space, doesn't make you feel good in the ways that you want to feel.
A big part of this is how the chair looks in your space, because that's gonna affect how you perceive it, and therefore how comfortable it feels.
In all probability, you're just gonna get one chair and then you're gonna decide, oh man, this is like the best chair in the entire world. This is called the endowment effect, and it's a real thing. If you really want to know, you just gotta try them all. Bye! Bye! If you can afford them both, then you can consider getting them both. If for some reason you do decide that you do, then do me a favor and help me grow the channel by purchasing through the affiliate link that I've linked down in the description. Thank you so much. If you like that, then go ahead, give this video a like and a subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Happy deciding.
And we're done.
Consider Seashell Mouse. Seashell Mouse greatly enjoys the supple feel of the Titan PU Leather 2.0.
The Titan has greatly helped my back pain. It has provided me with an ergonomic environment for ensuring that my musculoskeletal disease is under control.
Okay, bye.